Welcome back, Orphan. How's your week been? Mine's been good. So, today we're gonna first off do a little jump. Boing! Yeah. Oh, hold on. Um, so season 2 of Goosebumps came out today on January 10th. This is when this video was recorded. Probably not going to be uploaded, but it was recorded on the day. And there were 8 episodes. And if you know me, I've done a review on season 1. I thought it was one of the worst things I've actually ever seen in my life. And season two's trailer, I thought it was okay. So I thought, man, this season's gonna suck. I don't really have. I had low expeditions. Wait, and a lot of people were saying it's gonna suck. And I don't know what other people think about it. I haven't really seen many reviews for it yet, for some reason. Sorry, this tag was really bothering me. But season 2 of Goosebumps, in my opinion, and this may be popular, and I am just gonna get to the point. I like season 2. I liked Goosebumps of Vanishing. It was way better than that steaming pile of trash, the so-called season 1. That thing should have never even existed. And we even got a book of season 1. The Haunting Returns. I've actually read it. I may do a review on it, so there's a potential video in the future. Not 100%, but maybe. But season 2, I actually thought it was pretty enjoyable. It wasn't great, but it wasn't nearly as bad as season 1. Thank goodness. They actually tried. The people at Disney were probably thinking, let's see. Season 1 was trash, and we kind of made the second half clickbait titles. You've done good in the past. I gave you raises before. What do you think? Well, how about we make the titles not clickbait this time? You know what? That's actually not a bad idea. Why did we even do that? I don't know. Oh wait, that was your idea. It was although they were mad at us, although I still think it was a great idea, we'll do what you say now. And by the way, because of that, you're getting a raise. They actually kept the titles of the series and actually made it do something. Well, most of them. There are like 2 that don't really are fake. So it starts out with Stay Out of the Basement. Okay. Okay book. A 7 out of 10, a really a solid book. Okay. And spoilers. And it's like these kids who live in New York go to Brooklyn, New York. They're just moving to the suburban or something like that. And they go with their dad who's divorced and he's a scientist or he likes plants, so biotis or something. Biotanist, I think. Is that how you spell it? Probably not, but it was a good try. And he says, alright, I got you these instruction manuals. I'm so excited that you're here. There's only one rule, don't go in the basement. Okay. You know, kind of like the book. Okay, not really, but the dad did warn him. And one time, the dad, he gets this like black goo. And it's really weird. And then like these plants, they start grabbing him and put him in the sewer. And then they also grab his son and put him in, they don't put him in the sewer, but he's really close to like a little hole that goes to the sewer. His son goes in the sewer because the plants grab him. See, they're actually using the monster. That was really nice. And they actually made it look good. I can't believe it. They didn't make it look like no goofy white mask. They didn't make it look like no Australian slappy. They didn't give us they didn't just give us this new stupid villain, the complete Chucky. No, they actually made it like the book, The Monster, which was, thank gosh. There's like a black goo because so in 1994, his brother and his friends went missing in this like little Camp Nightmare place. That's what it's called. That book. I like that book as well. They go there and they're missing. Now it's 2024, and now he's still looking for his brother and stuff because the police said he drowned, but he doesn't believe that crap. His mother has dementia too, and his son, he goes there because he's like a little bet, like, hey, I bet you're too chickenish to go there. So he goes there to prove it to get this girl to like him. Figures. He'll do typical. I've seen that done a million times, bro. Typical trope, everybody. And we go in there, and then he opens the thing, and like black goo hits him, which was really cool. So that was a cool thing. And they go save him. And here's one issue with this episode. I did not like, what happened? I get that's the point of the thing, but like, it was so annoying to hear. Like, if he, like, anything serious happened, he's like, I can't remember what happened. And like, oh my gosh. It was so predictable that was going to happen. Another issue with this episode, and probably the whole show, is the music. In the first movie, we got Danny Elfman. Okay, pretty good. In movie 2, we got another person. I don't know if it was Danny Elfman. I don't think so, but it was good for that movie. In the original show, we got the iconic theme song, and it actually was good. In season 1, we get the Goosebumps, Travis Scott. Okay, I guess that makes sense because it's called Goosebumps. In this one, we get Sabrina Carpenter and like Espresso, and it's like, like what? No, no. I got nothing against her, but like, this is not the place to be listening to her music, in my opinion. Wrong show, but. And the music here is definitely pretty weak picks. Not the worst, but like, come on. What? Who put my keys on the table? Or, that song, that like rock one. Who put the keys on the table? Or whatever. Like, dude, are you serious? That's the best pick you could come up with? Whatever. So yeah, I did like this episode. And I'll give it a 7 out of 10. No, 7.5 out of 10. Not great, but it was good for what it was. Stay Out of the Basement Part 2. Okay, this title really doesn't need to happen because it really doesn't do much with the Stay Out of the Basement thing. At least in episode 1 or part 1, it at least had the monster. This monster's just whatever. Looks like it's from the black goo, by the way. So there's like black goo. And it turns Troy into like a fish scale monster. That never happened in the book, I don't think. And it's like, dude, why did you... Look, you could have called it, I have no idea what you could have called it. But anything outside of Stay Out of the Basement. Because don't go in the basement. There's something in there. Okay, I get that part, but like, come on. The monster that's in here doesn't really have much to do. Oh, this is episode 2, by the way, out of 8. So, they, he, like, shows it to them and, like, oh, yeah, and, the guy from Friends, that's the dad, Anthony, he gets these, like, things in his arm. It's really weird, but, like, I can't show it, but, like, it's, like, here, there's, like, worms. I don't know how you describe it, but, like, it was kind of creepy. It wasn't, like, scary or terrifying. Oh, and this giant thing in here. Oh, my gosh. He had to cut that out. Oh, my gosh. That was actually disgusting. And I forgot to mention this in season 1 when the haunted mask smiled. That was genuinely creepy, too. So there is one positive about episode 2, the haunted mask. That's pretty much it, though. That was so nasty. And it ate, and he gets, like, mice or mouse, dead ones, and, like, feeds it to the plant to study it. And he gets mad at this guy, Troy Jr. I'm being serious, by the way, because he keeps parking in a spot. So he breaks his window, and and Troy's like, oh, yeah, buddy, because of that, I'm now going to break into your house. And he opens the freezer. So Anthony puts this thing in this creature in the freezer, and he goes over there, Troy, when Anthony's not there, obviously, and goes and gets snatched. He's gone. So then, his so then this girl, what was her name? I can't remember. Goes in there looking for him and gets attacked by this sea monster, gray scale sea monster. And then, oh, by the way, Troy and Dave, who is like one of the main characters, or Davin, they fight because it's for this girl. By the way, okay, whatever. Next, that was okay, but like I've seen that done so many times. Dude, can we stop with that stereo? Can we stop with that? Enough, please. I mean, at least change it a little bit, you know. And this monster is cool, I will say. It is kind of cool, but like, what does it do? Oh, it just kidnaps that girl, and then he just goes to Davian and just get out of my way. And then they go to his dad's or Troy's dad's garage place, because Troy and his dad work there, and he's like, scrape it off of me. And then she tries to, and he's like, I don't think this is working. And then Davian comes and he like starts trying to attack him, and then they just launch a car because the car's like up here, and then got him like that. Oh my gosh! Whoops! I hit my glasses. That was funny, I guess. Killing hit that thing, and really quick too, so it was like whatever. One issue is that I can understand why people didn't like this show, because the monster is at the last second once again, but I didn't feel like it took forever to get there. I thought it was actually fast paced this whole show, so thank gosh it wasn't slow like a sloth. Like season 1 is super slow, super boring, super clickbait titles, 100% the second half at least. And that is a cool way to kill it. But then it goes in the car, like this ink goo. The ink goo goes into the car. And you know what that means? The haunted car. And I actually have a book on that. I did read it. Maybe I'll show it, actually. Oh, by the way, episode 2, I'll give it a 6.8, because that was a very fast, anticlimactic thing. But episode 3 is the haunted car. And you know, Alex, this like kid, I didn't really care for her much. I thought she was super kind of lame, bro. The characters here are meh. I really didn't care for them. They weren't bad. They did their job, I guess. They were passable, but not really memorable. Except maybe the guy Anthony, who's in Friends. He was fine. I liked him. So yeah, since Troy is missing, and he took the plant, by the way, and Anthony and this cop is like looking for it. By the way, they're looking for it, looking all over this place, arguing with the dad and stuff. Troy's dad. My gosh. Arguing with all these things. And trying to find him. And he's desperate to find it, because it's very powerful. It can be very dangerous if it's out there. So no wonder he'd be looking for it, you know? So what do? Oh yeah, the Alexa girl, who's who's been in juvenile and is doing community service, and she got out. There's an ankle like thing on her leg. Cool for her, I guess. In the car, and she's in the car. Troy's car, by the way. Yes, this car is Troy's car. And there's this one kid that she knows who's a jerk, and she doesn't like him. And Cuckoo or Coco or Cece or something. Yeah, that's Devin's sister. She likes this type of drink like Chopin. I don't know. It's not like coffee, but like she's driving there, and she just speeds on the pump, the pedal pump. Okay, well, I'm dumb. And she's like, slow down, but her foot is stuck. The car is taken over, and it sometimes plays music. That song. Why are the keys on the table? Where are the keys or whatever? Okay, I don't know. I can't remember, because I didn't care for the music much. Not like a bad pick, but like, come on, bro. You could have done better. Kind of weak picks. They pick about to run him over, but the car crashes, and the Cece is like, "You're insane. I'm out of here." And she's like, "No, please." And then she's driving it again later, because the car rebuilds itself and traps her in there. Her phone is gone too, so she can't call the police. Her mom's a cop, by the way. Can't call her friends. she ain't got no phone. Her phone is gone. The car pretty much locked her in there, like Transformers. If you were forced to be stuck in that car, that would suck. It's kind of like this, except the Transformers are good. This car is not. Well, some Transformers. There are Transformer villains, but still, this car is evil. It's an evil Transformer, I guess. But it doesn't like go into that human robot. I don't know how you describe it. It just stays in the car form, if that makes sense, because that's the only form it can be in. So it's like driving. It's like and then they like goes in a lake or something. She gets out of the last second. See, it feels like the monster here. You know, I understand that people may not like this pick because it's just a car. What are they going to do with it? But at least this car was actually done a lot better because it did what it was supposed to be. It was a car that drove very fast and trapped its victim in it. That's literally the point of the monster, and they actually don't screw around with it. Okay, does it look like this car? No, but still, it is completely screw up. Although, yeah, whatever. This episode, I guess a 7. I don't know, man. It was okay. I liked it. Episode 4 is Monster Blood. And hold on. Now, you could say I have bad taste all I want, but Monster Blood is one of my favorite Goosebumps books of all time. Definitely top 3. I have not. Maybe I need to do a review on this Monster Blood series, but there it is. By the way, if you've never read these books or you don't know what the monster looks like, that's kind of it. Like just green goo. But in this show, it's red. Okay. I guess it kind of looks more like the blob that ate everybody, but fine. Why is it red? Well, I don't know. So this girl, so the vanish thing or the like black goo gets in her drink, is in her cup, Cece, and she gets her like favorite drink, Sanama or whatever. She drinks it, goes to this interview because she's trying to get in college. You know, she said, "Yeah, I made it to college. I made it." She really didn't. She's a liar. Then she goes and like drinks it and like, "Ugh, this is trash." Oh, by the way, they found Troy, or Anthony did, found Troy. He's in the hospital. And this doctor's like, "Oh, he has PTSD." And then I think there's a guy named CJ. He just delivers food. And he's like, "Hey, are you a nurse?" And then she's like, "No, I'm not." She's a faker, by the way. She ain't even really a doctor. She's just faking that. So, hold on. Let me get a drink of my McDonald's Coke. Yes, that's good. So, they get this thing. Wait. Oh, yeah. Anthony is looking for the thing, so he goes in Troy's room secretly. He's not supposed to, but he does. Whoa. And, when she coughs, she pukes, and then all of a sudden she's back at her mom's house. She doesn't know what's happening. Her brother, Devin, when he would knock out, he would usually get black eyes, and then when somebody like, "Hey, where are you?" He's like, "I don't even know what happened." Like that. Also, that happened to her, so they're going over there, and then the monster blood is arising out of the thing, and she's running, and she remembers, oh, the instruction manual Dad gave us. They gave us stun guns, and apparently stunning it kind of stopped it from just absorbing her or eating her, I guess. So then she runs to the elevator, and it gets on top of the elevator, and there's this one scene. Yeah, it actually looked good. It was like dark, red, like the lighting was red. She's stuck in an elevator. The monster blood, like dropping down in there, and she's like, "Oh gosh, it's over." But they save her at the end. That was such a good looking scene. Kind of reminds me of The Shining. I was kind of thinking they were gonna do that, but they didn't. But you know how in The Shining they open the elevator opens and the blood comes out, but this time it'd be the monster blood. I thought they were gonna do that, but they didn't. I thought that would have been a decent reference. I don't know what. That would have been funny because in the movies, Jack Black, or R.L. Stine, hates Stephen King, which is funny. That would have been such a neat, nice reference to The Shining. It's a good book. I'm not finished it, but still. I'm like 350 or 30 pages. I am going to try and finish that. It is good, though. So, I got off topic. And then they go to the subway and he's like, "You lied to me." And he's like, "Yeah, because I actually wanted to be better at something, or like, because I didn't want to be, I don't want to make mistakes, because I gotta be perfect. But then the monster blood's back in the train, following her. And then she's like, that's it. She runs on the train tracks, she's like, electricity. I don't got my stun baton. And then it gets electrocuted and then dies. That is weird, because I don't remember, and I've read all the Monster Blood books. I don't remember the Monster Blood book in book 1, 2, 3, or 4, 5, or 6 ever showing a weakness like this. But okay. Okay, whatever. I think it had a kind of lame death, because like it doesn't even make sense. In book 1, yeah, but I didn't really get that ending, but okay, whatever. Because it never happens in the books, but that's okay, I guess. Each ending, I guess they have to kill it a different way, that just like in the books. So yeah, okay, whatever. I give this episode just a 7 out of 10. Episode 5. See, we've got 4 good scores. Episode 5 was called The Girl Who Cried Monster. This book is okay. The book is okay. And it's actually not even a girl, it's a boy, so okay, you're not even right. Not really. Oh, no, you're not even right. Oh, I guess a girl cries at the end, I guess, so hey, a little bit. So this boy, CJ, the guy who does delivery food, wants to be manager, but he has to prove himself, and he gives this food to this lady, and it's like a zombie. I think it was like a zombie story, though, so. And then he goes to Anthony's, and his eyeball falls out, because if you don't know, Anthony was at that Camp Nightmare place, and he got some of the thing too, the like black goo or the vanish or whatever, and his eye falls out, and then he goes to his mom saying, "You gotta believe me." They go there, and he's like, "That didn't happen." Then he calls CJ on the phone saying, "Hey, come over here. I need to explain something." And then CJ goes over there but he's fired, so he can't drive, so he has to walk. And he's like, "Didn't you call me?" He's like, "Nope." And he's like, "Come here. You're mine." And then he ties him up. He's like, "Drink this black goo." And he's like, "No, no." And he's like, "Uh-oh." And then the cop lady is like, "I had this VHS. I've been hiding it for 30 years. And he's like, "Get out of here." So she does. And then they like hit him in the head, and his head falls off. And he's like, "Ah." Honestly, okay. There's not really a big villain. It's just Anthony being creepy, nasty, and disgusting, and being a villain for some reason. He wasn't a villain, but like this version of him is, if that makes sense. I don't know what he was doing, but okay. It was a little confusing, but I guess I'll give this one a 6, 0.8 out of 10. Okay episode. Episode 6 is the Ghost Next Door. So episode 5, Devin meets Hannah, and she wants to lead him to Camp Nightmare. And then in this episode, they watch the VHS tape. And they show Hannah, all these people, Anthony's brother, Madam. Wait, I can't remember, bro. How do I not remember? And they go anyways, and they kind of show their backstory, and then Hannah's in there because there's like a circle thing. In you know how Indiana Jones, there's like the thing that's like that lowers, like imagine that, but there's like a big giant like ship in there, or space station. It's like that. So they go in there, Hannah is there, and then she's like, and her friends are in these pods. And she's like, oh gosh, and there's this monster that she doesn't see. I really like this scene because it doesn't show much. Shows like a dark area. It doesn't give out the whole thing like episode 7. Because it looked really good for being a VHS back in the past. Having an actual monster there, and you couldn't just see it. So thank gosh they didn't just show it right in front of you. But you knew it was there. And yeah, she dies. And then Hannah goes with Devin, but wait, ain't Hannah dead? So she gotta go save, so she gotta go over there. They gotta go save him. And then Hannah's like, jump off the cliff, we can save your dad. He's about to, and she's like, don't do that. His sister and his friends are like, don't do that. And he's like, yeah, you shouldn't. I'm going to, though. You can only see me by. Which I'm like, what? That is really dumb. Hannah's like, jump off the cliff, and then her Devin's sister's like, she's not even real. And he's like, is this true? It's like, yep, I'm now gonna jump off. Don't go with me. Bye. Like, it was dumb, bro. Like, what logic? I guess maybe she saw that his friends cared about him. I meant, and she's like, okay, yeah, you got a life. So bye. Okay, it was dumb, but it had good story, good VHS, and that really good scene. So I gotta give it a 7. Except that dumb way to go. It had barely anything to do with her, but at least it had something. And then episode 7 is based on Welcome to Camp Nightmare. That's a good book too. So it's just a backstory, really, of the ship area, and they're testing these pods out, or showing that this guy in a pod, and they're going to do some testing and stuff. But the place goes bad, and everybody is like, I'm not me, or something like that, and try to fight them off. And the dad sacrifices his life and lets this girl go. But this girl, you know her, because she was that fake doctor. And she actually took, when they cut off Anthony's head, because he was like possessed or something, or like just a fake one. Yeah, fake one. She grabbed his head and started like burning his pieces of his body, so we have seen her before, but this is her in 1969. So yeah, 55 years ago. So they go, and they save the day. Well, no, they don't. But they're like, and she's like, you can't stop it, and she's like, and they're like, yeah, I think we can. Can you help us? Okay. See, here's one thing that is very annoying. They just it's like this. You're gonna jump off this cliff with me. Oh, don't do it. Yeah, I guess you shouldn't. Don't listen to me. It's like they just give up. Like, Slappy in season 1 actually tried to convince this kid. They tried to convince him, and Slappy actually did a good fighting chance in season 1 to prove that he was not the bad guy, but he failed. In this season, they just no. They're like, hey, you should join my club. Okay. Like, here, I'll give you an example. Hey, join my club. Okay. I don't think you. And then your friend's like, I don't think you should. And then this guy's like, yeah, you shouldn't join my club. Go join your buddies. Like, come on, you can't even. You could have. Come on, you gotta convince him, bro. Like, try. Hey, you should go to the movies with me. Okay, I will. Oh, but my sister said no, so I guess I shouldn't. Oh, yeah, you shouldn't. That's okay. And episode 8, the final episode, Egg Monsters from Mars. Ooh, that is a really good book. It has a weird ending, but really good book. This is the final episode, and really good book, by the way. Holy crap. These are good. This is a good book. So I wonder how they're going to do this book. It turned into this thing. So they start at the space station, well, near it. She gives us the ejector so she could save her dad, and you only have an hour. So they do that, and the ship is alive, by the way. And they get out of there, and Anthony saves all of these other people who were also missing, like his brother and their friends back in the 90s. And this is a weird scene. He does do it, and this is a weird scene because his older brother or younger brother is actually his older brother, but yeah, it's a little confusing because it's a little weird to look at because you're realizing this older brother is in his teens or 18 or something, 17 or 18. He's technically older, but his younger brother is like in his 40s or 50s, and yet he's the older, so he's technically the older, which is a little confusing. So all the friends from the 90s and all the friends that you've been watching from now on have been together. Sweet. But there's a thing. And she said, and that doctor saved her friend. That crazy doctor saved her, dad, actually. And it's like, you can't. And he's like, this isn't me. It turns into, at first, I will say this. At first, this monster looked kind of like this. But then he turns into, but as soon as, 30 seconds later, he turns into, a dog. Or, a demo. You know, if you've seen Stranger Things, you know the Demogorgons. Well, imagine that, but, in a dog, laying down like a dog with reindeer legs. It doesn't even look like this. They kind of lied, bro. They lied. Why? Oh, okay. So, we actually have been following these monsters a little bit more, and actually have put them in for 2 or 2 to 3 scenes, making them have a little more impact than season 1. So what should our finale be? It should be called Egg Monsters from Mars. Oh, okay, good pick. All right, how should we do it? So we should make it look like the monsters at first, and then change it all of a sudden. You were really helpful for season 1. This is why I brought you back for season 2. You know what? This is your 4th raise. I'm impressed, buddy. That's what they were like over there. It's like, dude, are you serious? Stupid. What was that? Stupid, bro. It's really dumb, but who cares? Yeah, and then they're like, oh crap, that means they're all stuck there. And now they're all dogs, and they kidnapped all the characters like Devin and CJ, Troy, Trey, the girl, the daughter of the coffee shop mom or whatever. She works there. That girl and her mom. And Cece or whatever, Devin's sister. And Anthony and the cop have to go save them. And they do, and they kill these guys with normal guns, things, and tranquilizer, or like these special guns that when you shoot them, they just turn into like ashes, which is a pretty cool thing. Yeah, I do gotta say, one issue with this show is that it is anti-climb. It is kind of too fast. Like, the monsters kind of go and appear and go sometimes. Not always, but like, for this one, yes. For the Ghost Next Door, yes. Like, a few, and the one thing from Stay Out of the Basement Part 2. They could have probably changed that title, if I'm being honest. Those really are barely in the episode. They're in it for a little bit, but I feel like they could have done it better with those 3. The music could have been better. Oh, this episode gets a 7 out of 10. Twist ending. Although I saw it coming, I didn't hate it. It was predictable, though. Predictable. And Cece and Alex, you could totally tell that they liked each other and stuff. It was so predictable. Like, it was so predictable, bro. I saw that coming a mile away. But, whatever. Season 2, I think, is a massive improvement. Should you watch it? I would say so. I don't think many other people would, but I personally like it. But I may have something for you. I think you should check this show out. It actually followed Goosebumps a little more. It actually had better writing. Characters, I don't know about that, though. But OV and Friday the 13th, awesome series. I like both of them. But yeah, do I recommend it? Yeah, in total, this show is a solid C+, 7.8. But guys, my scientist partner has some weird slime or whatever. Although it's not black. Oh, I was about to say, am I even recording? It's weird. It kind of looks like look. Pink slime. Ain't it weird? It is. It really is. And why is it sparkly? Me and you, we're going to do some tests together. Okay. Oh, this camera sucks. Alright. I need to get it really quick. Ugh. Are you blinking? Oh, pink. Funny. But look. Here, let's get a better look at it. It's pink slime. Ugh. What the heck? What is the chunks? Oh, what the? Oh gosh. Oh, gosh. It stuck on me. It's like, oh, no. I forgot. Remember how the monster blood was red? Well, what's close to red? Pink. Oh, crap. No. Get off. Okay, I gotta. Oh, crap. Oh, my gosh. What should I do? Oh, crap! The slime, it's taking over! It's taking over my hand! Oh, that's not too much, but it's slowly getting on the carpet. No!